In today's video, Jim and I tour the USS Midway aircraft carrier located in San Diego, California. There were two options to purchase tickets in order to take a tour of the USS Midway. One was to buy them in person at the site, or the second was to buy them online. We purchased ours online because we knew the date we were going. This made it much easier. We could bypass the long line to purchase tickets, and we were able to go right on into the ship. Now, with social distancing, you may only have the choice of buying them online today. We just happened to visit the aircraft carrier in February of 2020, and this was prior to the coronavirus outbreak and social distancing. Is the famous naval aviator George H. Gray Jr. He was the only surviving torpedo bomber during the Battle of Midway. This is President George Bush Sr., the first one, 41. This is his plane. The hangar area had some simulators that both children and adults could partake in if they wished to. When you board the ship, they take your picture, your group picture. You can purchase those at any time. If you want to, you don't have to. We actually did. We did it when we were finished with the tour. And then at the end of the hangar is a gift shop that you can go in and buy a little trinket or whatever. You don't have to, but it is available. To go up to the flight deck, you can either take an elevator or go up the stairs.
We're on the flight deck of the USS Midway in San Diego. Some of the planes here. An early warning, E2 Hawkeye. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Colonel John Glenn, U.S. Marine Corps. Say what it is?
The sign states that it is either the USS Nimitz or the USS Ronald Reagan. It was neither. It was the USS Abraham Lincoln. At the end of the runway, look how short the runway is. I mean, they have very, very short takeoff. I never realized how short the takeoff was.
Me neither.
So that's John Glenn's.
Some of the helicopters here on the Midway. It's a multi-purpose one. vertical replenishment. No.
This is the last
First
air
and
combat.
last.
Huh?
First and last.
Yeah. Victory of Vietnam. Air victory.
Corsair above on the Midway.
There is a separate tour that you can go up and see the flight deck and the bridge area. There is no additional charge, but there is a height restriction for this tour.
Hello everyone, my name is John. I'll be giving you a tour today. The area that you're in right now is called PRI-FI, short for Primary Flight Control. This is where they handle daytime flight operations in good weather. It's run by the two people that are up here. The boss would be on the left, also known as the air boss, and the mini boss on the right. These gentlemen were commanders in rank. They had commanded tailhook squadrons, either flying off a carrier or in training. Lots and lots of experience between the two. The main difference up here today, though, is simply the mini boss came on board after the air boss. The air boss had to train him. He had to get certified. Once that was done, he'd probably become the air boss later on down the road. So he'll be here for a few years. Now, if they're doing normal flight operations called cyclic flight operations, they're going to be launching one group off the front of the ship, the bow, recovering the previous group about every 90 minutes. Could go on for about 12 hours at a time. So in the front of the ship, there are two catapults. The catapults are going to take the aircraft from 0 to 160 miles an hour and 250 feet in 2.5 seconds. They'll be airborne for a while, depending upon whatever their mission might have been that day. Later on, when they got time to land in good weather like we have today, they'd line up behind the ship 3/4 of a mile out, approach the ship slightly slower than when they launch, about 150 miles an hour. But now they are trying to land in an area that's equivalent to a tennis court. 3 wires across the deck separated by 40 feet, and ideally they want to grab the number 2 wire, which today is right where that Phantom 2 that I'm pointing at is at. They're going to grab a wire, they all roll out 340 feet. At the end of that, that's where they're stopped. Release the wire, fold the wings, get out of Dodge real quick. 45 seconds later, during the daytime, another aircraft will occupy that same spot. At nighttime, it's much more dangerous, so they take the 45 seconds, stretch it all the way out to an even minute. So not a lot of time. On the flight deck, there'd be about 200 sailors to facilitate landing and launch. The Midway was the first United States aircraft carrier to be home ported outside the United States. The significance of that, at the beginning and end of each cruise, it no longer had to transit the huge Pacific Ocean. Saved just a lot of time and resources. Japanese maintained the ship. Sailors got to relocate their families to Yokosuka. They found themselves in port more often. When they could tour a nice country with their families. Lasted so well, it worked out so well. The ship was there for its last 17 years.
This is the bridge of the ship. There is no extra cost to take this part of the tour. Like I said, there's just a height restriction. So small children are not allowed up here. But it's a really optional part of the tour, but I would take it if you're able to go up steps.
Now we're giving you another job. Let's go over here. This gadget on the wall, that one. That's called the lee helm. By you moving these knobs up here, go ahead, move them. You're going to be giving orders to 4 engine rooms down below, saying I'm going to go faster or slower by 5 knots. Top speed of the ship was 33 knots or 38 miles an hour. That's enough to water ski behind, but not enough acceleration to stand you up on the skis. So you're going to be drugged. So you are here are the lee helms person, or simply the person with your foot on the gas pedal.
Here is the steering wheel of the ship. This is the captain's area on the bridge of the ship.
The captain has another area down below that he could use when he's in port.
Compared to the rest, it's luxurious, you know.
2,000 compartments on board.
Yeah.
Really easy to get lost.
We hope you enjoyed this video of the USS Midway. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching.